That's very racist.
It was racist, but you wanted me to be real, right?
What made you do this? You know, I tell people this story all the time. People say, your mom is crazy. What about your parents? Did they come to the wedding?
Elias carried your diaper bag, changed diapers. He took care of all of you. I remember you telling Aya you hated him because he made you run. One time I had someone tell me I was a bad mother because...
Why are you crying? What happened? Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. Actually, no, not welcome back. Welcome to my very first podcast. I've been wanting to do a podcast for quite some time. And today, I chose my very first podcast guest to be none other than my mother, aka Ma Jojo, aka Janana Johnson,
aka Ma Elias.
Okay.
Ma Mickey. Ma Mia.
I wanted my mom to be the very first guest because I couldn't find anyone who is closer to me, anyone who knows me better, anyone who has a more interesting story in my opinion. So Ma, introduce yourself, tell us how you are. Please Ma, in this podcast, I want you to be real. I want you to answer the questions how you answer my questions in private. No media trained answers, no fake, no fugazi, no nothing. Okay, Ma? 100% real. We can cut anything out, maybe, even though I won't, but just answer how you will. Be real. Okay, Ma? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Johan's mother, Janana Johnson. It doesn't get more real than this because Johan said we're doing a podcast, so I thought we're gonna be like on the speaker only. I didn't realize that there was a camera. So here I am, yeah, as casual as it gets, and that's who I am, yes.
Okay, Ma, tell us more about you. Tell us where you were raised. Tell us your dreams growing up. Tell us how you got into fighting, how you got into Malaysia. Tell us everything.
That's a lot.
Okay, just...
So start
Start from the bottom.
Okay, so I'm from a small town, Farmington, New Mexico. This is rural New Mexico in the Four Corners where Utah, Arizona, New Mexico,
a lot of like dumb Malaysians think New Mexico is Mexico.
No, we are New Mexico, we're USA.
USA.
Yeah, USA, but we're not Hollywood, we're not Florida, we're not New York, we're rural New Mexico. It's different. It's a different world.
It's like kampung, huh?
Yeah.
Like very kampung.
Yeah.
Okay, Ma, what got you, a lot of people know that you're a fighter. What got you into martial arts, into Muay Thai?
You want the full story?
The full story.
Okay, so I've always been athletic. I played every sport in school. And then when I was in college in a small town in Glorieta, New Mexico. It's like up in the mountains north of Santa Fe. And so I remember it was winter and it was snowing a lot, and it must have been a newspaper article or maybe on the radio. My roommates and I heard that they were giving out free taekwondo keys at the taekwondo gym. None of us had ever done martial arts. So like there's nothing to do. This is rural New Mexico, and we decided we would go to this taekwondo gym and we would get the free uniform. We would do one class for the free uniform. So we went and did that, and then we were like, oh, we heard there's a kickboxing gym too. Like next week, let's go to the kickboxing gym and maybe we can get free kickboxing pants, because like American kickboxers wear those pants, right?
So you just wanted free stuff?
Yeah, free stuff. And yeah, just basically free stuff so we could look like we were martial artists. And I thought all martial arts was like kung fu, karate, taekwondo. My parents still think we do karate or taekwondo. They have no idea what I'm doing for 35 years. So anyways, we went. It was snowing really bad. We went through a snowstorm. We got to this little tiny gym in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I think it was called like Warrior Priest Martial Arts at that time. They did change by the time I joined. And I walked in, and I remember there was like a ring, and then they had this portrait of this woman, and she was in Muay Thai shorts, and she had blood all over her face. Her hands were still wrapped.
What was it? You remember what was it?
Yeah, it was my coach who became my first coach, Don Del Vecchio, Crew Don Del Vecchio. And so I didn't know this woman. I'd never seen Muay Thai shorts. I didn't know where Thailand was, and I was like, I'm gonna be this. This is this is what I'm gonna be. Like from that one photo, I was like, my whole life is gonna be Muay Thai.
So you just saw a beat up woman and you said that's who I want to be.
Yeah, like everything about it, like the shorts, the tape, the blood. I was like, this is what I was made for.
Why do you
I
think,
swear
why
to
do you
God,
think you liked it? Why?
I don't know, cause she was like, it was so real.
So real. Huh?
It was so real. Like I went to the Taekwondo gym. I watched like all the like kung fu movies and everything, and then I walked in this gym and it was like real.
So would you say that she was your first hero, or someone
Yes.
who you wanted to be?
Yes. So Don Del Vecchio, you were my first hero.
She was your first
Definitely.
coach.
First coach too. Her and her husband, but she was my first coach. And she was a fighter. So she was like fighting in the late 90s, early 90s maybe, when nobody was fighting Muay Thai. I think she was originally a dancer. She also did Kali, Philippine martial arts. She did jiu-jitsu, and she was a pro boxer also.
Mm.
Yeah, and now she's like a spiritual coach.
So it all came from just wanting free stuff.
From free stuff, and I never got the free stuff. I had to work for my shorts. I think I got my shorts like 6 months later. I had to like fight, like these smoker fights, all this stuff, and then I got, it wasn't free at all. Yeah.
So you met Aya in a Muay Thai gym, right?
Yeah.
You met Aya in a Muay Thai gym. That's the story that most people find is like really appealing nowadays. I tell everyone, oh, my parents met in a Muay Thai gym. Tell us how it actually happened. Like,
Okay, so I started in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I was in college there, and then I wanted to transfer to the University of Oregon. So I told my coach that I wanted to go to Oregon, but I wasn't going to go to Oregon unless there was a Muay Thai gym. So it wasn't really about the university. It was like,
what were you doing in Oregon?
I wanted to go to school in Oregon, but first I had to find out that there was a Muay Thai gym before I would transfer to Oregon. So it was like, the first on the list was like Muay Thai gym, second is university. So if they said there was no gym in Oregon, I would have gone to another university.
So Aya was training there.
Yeah, so Aya was in the University of Oregon, and then, so I moved to Oregon, and I started training in this garage with Crew, Ray, Gwyn, and so they all come from the same Ajahn Chai, Ajahn Surachai Serasu, who was like the father of Muay Thai to America, and like my coach was under him, Ray was under him, and like basically all of America is under Ajahn Chai.
Okay, then how?
So then I went to this little garage,
Yeah.
and
What, the gym was in a garage?
it was in the garage in Ray's mom's backyard. We had to like wade through, because it rains all the time in
Ray
Oregon.
was who? Ray was the coach.
Ray was the coach,
Oh,
yeah.
Ray was the coach. Okay.
Yeah. But Aya was going to the other gym, who was Ray's teacher's gym. And then when Ray opened his gym in his mom's garage, Aya started coming because a lot of students were there, like a lot of Asian students.
Mm.
There was Japanese, there was Hong Kong, a lot of Filipino. Yeah, so Aya was like in that Asian.
Did you know where Malaysia was from?
No,
No.
no, I didn't know. And so yeah, he came, and I remember he had a pair of gloves. Like, how real do you want me to be?
As real as you can.
Okay, so Aya came to the gym, and he had these gloves, and on the gloves it said M-U-H, Zulfikar M-U-H-D Ghazali. I don't know anything about Malaysia. I don't know anything about anything. And to me, all Asians are Buddhist, right? Because, like, right, they're all Buddhist.
Buddhist?
Yeah, I mean, Joy, you know where I come from, right? Okay, Chinese, Korean, Philippine, all the same and all Buddhist. That's what I thought in 1996.
Okay.
So somebody was like, hey, I think he's a Muslim. And we were like, oh, no, no, no. Like, all of us, like, backed up. Like, oh, it's...
Why? Because in, like, American culture, you guys are scared of Muslims and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then I was like, no way,
What,
look
you
at his,
think like
look
a
at his
terrorist
face,
bomber?
he's definitely a Buddhist. And so we had this conversation for like 2 weeks behind his back.
Mm.
And then some of the other, like there was a guy from Laos, there was some Thais there, and they were like, no, there's Buddhists in, I mean, there's Muslims in Malaysia. There's Muslims in Thailand too. And I was like, I don't know. So we would like go back and forth. And then there was this thing that
How old were you then? How old were you?
I was 18 or 19.
Oh, so my age now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I'd been in rural New Mexico my whole life.
Okay.
And so, and yeah, then there was this thing like, we're like, who is he? And they said, oh, he's like this math genius from Malaysia.
Math genius.
Because he didn't talk very much. He was quiet. He just came and trained, and then he would go
How'd you
home.
guys come up with math genius?
And he's young, because he was Asian, right?
That's racist. That's as racist as you can be.
This was
he has
me.
small eyes and he's a math
But
genius.
this was me with other Asians talk, because the whole gym was full of Asians, although most of them were like, a lot of them were refugees from Cambodia, from Laos, from Thailand, from the Vietnam War. So they grew up American culture, they grew up like really tough, and they didn't, so like any kid that was coming to university from Asia, he had to be a math genius to us. Or he's like a chess.
That's very racist.
It was racist, but you wanted me to be real, right?
Okay, then tell us how it happened. Like, did Aya make the first move? Did you make the first move? What did you find attractive in him, or like what?
So he had, back to Muay Thai shorts, he had really nice shorts that his brother had given him because some people don't know, but Johan's uncle, I think, was the first Malaysian to fight on Channel 7. Yeah.
In Thailand?
In Thailand. Yeah, he trained at Seng Tien Noi with,
Seng
I
Tien Noi.
think, with John Wayne Parr. Yeah.
Aya trained in Simon Chai.
No,
An-
I
Kiao
trained
Samrit.
at Khao Samrit.
Aya trained in Kiao Samrit
But
with Anwar. and all
Uncle
that.
Rizal trained in Seng Tien Noi way before early 90s. So your dad had these shorts, and I was like, wow, those are really nice shorts. And he was like, oh, my
So
brother.
you fell in love with his shorts?
Yeah, they were red satin shorts, beautiful shorts.
You seem very materialistic.
I'm still angry.
You
that-
tried to work for freestyle. You tried to get freestyle. Now you fell in love with Aya for free
But
shorts.
these were really nice shorts. And so I'm still upset with him because I think he gave them away to somebody. But anyways, so I was like, those are nice shorts. He said, well, when I go back to Malaysia, if I go to Thailand, I'll get you shorts. Yeah, so I came back to shorts again. And yeah, he had like big biceps, and he was fit.
Oh,
and
so
he was
he's fit.
strong.
That's
Yeah,
why you like them.
He was handsome. He had a nice
Did he look
smile.
like me? Was I as handsome as him? You think he looks worse? That's kinda
No,
weird.
Aya was handsome. He looked better.
Look better?
Yeah, and I think he was like, he was
I mean,
super fit.
like, if you say that indirectly, you're saying your genes are bad because...
No, like, well, you're asking me if my son? That's just a weird question. Yeah. I don't know, but sometimes I do see like you or Mickey or Elias will be in the ring, and I'll walk in and I'll be like, oh, why is Zul here? And then I realize that he's now 30 years older, and that's not him in the ring. Yeah, sometimes you guys look like him.
And then when did you guys, like, decide to move to Malaysia and all this stuff?
Okay, so he asked me out on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
He's gonna kill me for this.
Very sweet man.
Yes, Valentine's Day, he asked me to go out. That was in February. And then we went out, and then we got married in September. Yeah. So
February, and you got married in September.
Yes.
How many months was that? March, April, May, June, July,
Six
August?
plus months, yeah.
6 months.
Yeah. He graduated in March, and then he came back to Malaysia in July. I came in September, and we got married.
What made you do this? You know, I tell people this story all the time. People say, your mom is crazy. 6 months. You met this little small-eyed math genius in the gym, and all of a sudden you're getting married to him.
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
I think it's just love at first sight.
So you just fell in love?
I think there's such a thing, yeah. Yeah, it's Jodo.
Jodo.
Jodo. There's no other explanation.
It must be hard because you were living in like this kampong area in the US, and all of a sudden like, what did your parents think? I'm just asking, I'm an interviewer, I don't know. What did your parents think? I'm sure they thought, what the hell's wrong with my daughter?
Yeah, I don't know, they weren't really excited about it. Back to him being a Muslim. That was the main issue, that he was a Muslim. And yeah, your grandfather was like, stay focused on school, stay focused on what you're doing, don't lose focus. But
So
I'm
you went and did it anyways?
American. I'm American.
But you went and did it anyways.
Because I'm American, our culture is different. And when you're 18, you're responsible for yourself. So what you decide to do, it's your responsibility. Whether it works out or not, my parents advised me. In the end, it's my decision, and I married him.
Yes, Ma, you should be listening to your own advice.
I don't know that it was the best way, but you have to listen to what I say because we're
You
living
should
in
be
Asia
listening
now.
to your own advice. You know, sometimes you get mad at me for doing some things. But, you know, I'm 18 and you can advise me, but at the end of the day, I make the decisions. Is it true?
I think that's true for anyone. Like when you're responsible for your own decisions.
So like, you can't get mad at me if I don't listen to what you say.
I can still get mad at you.
And then 6 months, did you get married in the US or Malaysia or what?
We got married in Malaysia.
So how long before that did you move to Malaysia?
Well, I came on the 12th and I got married on the 23rd.
So you got married right away?
Yeah, we planned to get married. Yeah, we planned to get married.
How was it like meeting Tok Daddy? Tok Daddy is my grandfather.
So Tok Daddy came to Aya's graduation, and then Aya asked me to come and meet him, and I met Tok Daddy, Tok Mommy, who's Achu's mom, and yeah. So, okay, Tok Daddy my in-laws were so good to me.
Tell them who Tok Daddy was. A lot of people don't know who Tok Daddy was. Just tell them who it was, because there's going to be a follow-up question, but just tell
Okay,
them.
so this is funny. So
No, let me tell them.
Johan's dad is very, very low-key. Johan does not look like he comes from him. He drove this
So I come
old,
from you. It has to come from
he
somewhere.
he drove this old Ford Escort that was like old. And then he would like eat Carl's Jr. every other day because it was like 79-cent burgers or something. Like he budgeted, like he really budgeted. So I thought, and he was on full scholarship. So he had to like.
Aya had a full scholarship.
Full scholarship, Petronas full
So
scholarship.
he's actually like a math genius, huh?
He works hard, he's really smart. And so actually I think his parents were more worried about him marrying me than me marrying him. Like they were like, where did you find this girl? Anyways, so he was like really down to earth, everything. And then one night we're driving and I asked him, I'm like, what does your dad do? And he was like, oh, he was in the army. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, is your dad in the army? I said, yeah, but he was only in the army for a few years. We talked about that for a little bit. And then so I'm like, so what does your dad do in the army? And he's like, well, he's retired, but he was like Colin Powell of Malaysia. And I was like,
Colin Powell was who?
He was the Chief of Armed Forces of America.
The General of America.
And I still remember, I was in the car, I was like Colin Powell of Malaysia? Like, do you know who Colin Powell is? He's like, yeah, that's what my dad did. He was like Chief of Armed Forces of Malaysia. And then we just kept driving. And
yeah. And then was it like crazy to meet Tok Daddy, or did he have like an entourage, or was he like very high, or was he low key like Aya?
Tok Daddy's very low key. He does his own gardening. He does his own grocery shopping. He was like super low key, super humble, always interested in like the welfare of the army. Like if he would meet a soldier, his first like he was just generally interested in the welfare of the soldiers, and yeah, he was a very low key person.
And what about your parents? Did they come to the wedding?
They came at the last minute. They weren't gonna come. They weren't gonna come to the wedding. And then my uncle, my dad's brother, told him, like, okay, let's put this in perspective. She's marrying somebody who has a degree, who seems to come from a good family. He's polite, he's well-mannered, he's clean-cut. I mean, compared to what we have in America, she could be marrying somebody with like nose rings and a purple mohawk, and he doesn't have a job. And so then my dad was like, yeah, you're right. So at the last minute, they came to my wedding. Yeah.
How were they after that? Were they like accepting?
After that, it was like they chose him.
So they're
Especially
like,
after you guys were born, it was like they chose him. Yeah.
So they're okay with it?
Now they're fine. Yeah, everything's fine now. And I think after they saw, like, because we're not terrorists. Like, Tok Daddy's not a terrorist. Like, and Tok Daddy was so good. My in-laws were so good to my parents and so good to me. And I think, like, even if I had married American, the relationship that I had with my in-laws probably wouldn't have been as good. So, yeah.
But that has to be hard, right? Because you're growing up in rural America, like kampung side, and then you you go to school, everyone's telling you Muslims are terrorists and this and that, and all the propaganda against us. And then you fall in love with a Muslim. What do your friends think? What do your people
So this was
think?
before 9/11. If it had been after 9/11, it would have been a completely different story. But this was like 1999, so it was before the World Trade Center happened.
Yeah.
And people were still more open-minded. But I did get a few copies of this book called Not Without My Daughter, where this Iranian husband kidnapped the daughter from his wife and held her captive. And I think I had 3 people give me that book when I said I'm gonna marry your dad. Yeah.
Jahat, eh? Why you Americans so jahat? That's so mean. Jahat gila. Okay, so fast forward to you being a mother. How old were you when you had Ilyas? You're 23.
23.
23 when you
Yeah.
had Ilyas. What were your biggest fears of becoming a mother? I can't imagine being a mother. I'll never be a mother. So you have to tell people, because you know there's going to be a lot of mothers who are listening to you, who are looking up to you, and would love to have children just like yours, especially Johan Ghazali. But I'm not going to talk about that.
We're talking about Elias, right?
Yeah, Ilyas. What were your biggest fears, like raising Ilyas at first?
So I think in retrospect, like coming back to me walking in the gym and knowing I wanted to be a fighter, and me marrying your dad on 6 months notice. I
Did
didn't
you ever
have
think
any
like?
fears of having kids. I just wanted kids.
Did you ever think like, okay, like, let's say like after you married Aya after 6 months, did you think, oh shit, I made
Every
one.
day. Every day. I had hives before the wedding. I had hives everywhere.
No, tell us about the wedding. A lot of people don't know how hard it is, coming from New Mexico, starting to do this like Malay nikah and all this crap.
No, my father-in-law, your daddy, like hats off to him. Here comes this Matsale girl who was like, okay, I'll get married next week, but you do whatever. So I was like, I told them, just get the dress, here's my measurements. My roommate in college came and measured me in Oregon, and we sent all the measurements to Malaysia and was like, just do whatever you want. Whatever color, whatever, like.
So you didn't really care, you didn't want it big, like all these.
I wanted to get married.
So you
That's
didn't,
like
you didn't
I
care
tell
about the
you
wedding?
guys, if you want to get married, you will get married. It's not about the wedding, it's not about the photos, it's not about any of that, it's just about wanting to be married.
So you just wanted a small nikah lah.
I just wanted to get married.
You
If they
didn't
told
care.
me just to like walk into the majlis, I would have done it in this. Yeah.
But lucky it was Tok Daddy. Tok Daddy has been around the world. He knows. Imagine if he was like someone who hasn't been outside of Malaysia.
Yeah.
Imagine what they would do to you.
It would have been a totally different situation. But he did warn your dad that he was marrying Mak Saleh and that it would be difficult.
Probably
Yeah.
evil.
Because he went to Sandhurst, so he had a lot of his friends in like cross-cultural marriage, and he said that he knew that it was difficult, so like just be prepared that it would be difficult.
Mhm. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so no, like the wedding, I just
Easy.
went there, sat there, got married, and then I ate dinner, and they served tapai.
Tapai. Like the.
I tried not to vomit on the like wedding table. Yeah, it tasted like trash.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that was the only down part of my wedding was just that. Yeah.
So what do you think is the best way? Do you think your way is the best way, or do nowadays you see all these big, huge weddings with all these? It's like multiple day receptions and all this stuff. Do you think
No.
which one is better?
For me personally, my way, just go have the nikah. Nikah is all that in Islam is the only requirement. So, like Aya and I were married on Thursday night, and we got married at the house. I think there was like maybe 100 people, friends and like family, like really close. And the wedding took 3 hours, 4 hours, over and done with.
So it was easy, huh?
Easy, so easy.
Okay. Okay. How did you decide which values you wanted to instill into your children? For example, discipline, independence, resilience. Like how did you know what to tell us, what to teach us, what to raise us? Was it from like how you were raised? Was it from what you saw or what?
do it. You
Just
don't think about these things, you just do it. But my mom is tough. Like, people have this, like, Asian mom. They always, like, make these comments, oh, your mom's like an Asian mom.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom was a whole other level. Like, neighborhood kids were scared to, like, cycle in front of our yard.
So this whole Asian mom stigma is basically just...
I think it's just moms. I think some moms are tough, some moms are easy.
But you can't blame them. So, like, when you go on social media, you see all these white moms being so soft with their kids. So that's not...
Okay, so your grandmother was... okay, so you know your grandmother.
Yeah, I know. But...
Is she like that? Is she like, Johan, let's get with your feelings. Let's discuss feelings.
No, but are like most American moms like that? Or
No. No. I don't know.
It's really not a race thing.
I wasn't around that, like, sit with your feelings stuff. It was like, just get up, get shit done, and don't complain. Yeah, my mom was like, if we would say we were bored, she said, you're only bored because you make yourself bored. There's so much to do. Get up and do something.
So she was never a fan of you feeling sorry for yourself and
we didn't have time to feel sorry for ourselves.
Basically being a bitch.
No, we didn't have time to feel sorry for ourselves. Even like now, she called me. She's 80 years old. She has autoimmune disease now. She still works full time. She fell down on Friday. She has a black eye, her lips split open, and she called me today and said she was sitting in the car to go wash it, and she was going to clean out the carport because it had rained and there was mud, and so she called her grandchildren who are living there and told them they need to come and scrub the mud out of the carport. So we didn't have time to be bored. No, it was work.
But like, was there ever a moment, like when you were, say, raising us, lah, you know, all me, Mickey, Elias, Mia, did you ever feel like, oh shit, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, maybe I'm failing, maybe I'm a bad mother, maybe...
Yeah, every day.
All the time?
Yeah, every day. Every day, I think every mother questions themselves because there's no right way to do it. Either you're too hard, or you're too soft, or you're too... I mean,
so what advice would you give to other mothers? Just go with it? Or...
I don't know, how do you advise other mothers? Everybody's different.
Okay, so if you were to speak to your younger self as a mother, what advice would you give her? What would you tell her, based off the experience that you know today?
To sleep more.
Sleep more?
Definitely sleep more.
Why, you didn't sleep?
No, I didn't sleep for like 18 years.
Why?
Because I was taking care of you guys.
Then how are mothers supposed to sleep if they're taking care of their kids?
I don't know, like sleep more, rest more, when you guys were small.
So basically
take that
care
time.
less?
No, take that, it was like when you have new babies, and I had 4 that were like, so there was, yeah, it was like you guys were sleeping, and I always thought that I had to get things done because I didn't have a maid, I didn't have help, and I always thought like the house had to be like perfect. I had to try and cook every meal. I had to do everything, and looking back, like that stuff, yeah, keep your house clean, but at the same time, don't kill yourself trying to do that. Like, sleep and rest, because I think in return, I took it out on you guys. Like, I was so tired and so exhausted. Yeah, that I could have had more quality time with my kids if I had been more rested.
Yeah. Okay, about your kids, including me.
But Elias is a great kid.
This has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Okay, about your kids. You know, a lot of people, a lot of moms mostly, always say, like, how could you ever let your kids fight? How could you ever let your kids jump in the ring and risk their life and get hurt and do this and do that? Like, do you think it's good for us? Do you think it's bad for us? Do you think it's a bit of both? Do you think more mothers should encourage us to fight? I mean, encourage their kids to fight, or no? Because like you see all these other mothers.
That's a hard question because our family's different than most families.
No, like in your experience, do you feel like it made us better, or do you think it was just like you made a wrong mistake by letting us fight, but just let it be?
I think it all comes back to like my growing up. Okay, I didn't grow up in a fighting family, but I grew up in a family where it was like you fall down, you get up, and you don't whine about it. Like we played sports, we did everything, and I think that philosophy comes into like you guys fighting. It's like life hurts.
Yeah.
Get up, deal with it, and you learn that in the ring. I mean, what am I trying to say here?
So it basically toughens us up.
Yeah.
You think? But do you think there's like a line to where it toughens you up and like you're killing yourself?
This is a really broad question. Okay, so break it down. I encourage everyone that comes in the gym that's serious about wanting to build confidence and wanting to believe in themselves to try and fight. Amateur fight, put pads on, fight in a safe, controlled environment. The referee will stop it if he feels like it's outclassed. No shame in that at all. You're still going to learn something about yourself. You're still going to walk out of that ring with your shoulders back and your chin up. So I encourage everyone that comes into the gym that's having some sort of like confidence issue, insecurity, try it, because
So basically all kids should fight. Should try at least once.
Not everybody needs to. Some kids are just confident and some kids are not athletic, and it depends on adults. I think adults, it's great for them that are having, like we have people come in with relationship problems, work problems, whatever, and they get in the ring and they try it and it's a stress relief and they come out and they feel so proud about themselves. So it's not just kids. Yeah.
So you believe that everyone should fight?
Not everyone. People.
So like they should at least try to do something that they don't like.
Because not necessarily fight. Put yourself in a position where you're completely uncomfortable, you're scared, you're vulnerable, and try it at least once. Whether it's skydiving, whether it's fighting Muay Thai, whether it's like people that are scared of dogs, like petting a dog, something. You need to live in that fear zone a little bit.
Yeah, so just basically be outside of your comfort zone.
Outside of your comfort zone, yeah.
As a mother, Ma, do you believe that parents should push their children into like sports, business, religion? Do you think parents should shape their children's future? And even if they don't want it, just make sure that they're on the right path that you believe is true?
I think you need to give them the tools. Like, you guys are old enough now to where whatever I've taught you, you already know. So like, even if I push you now, if I didn't set that when you're small, like sports, for instance, not just sports, like get up and go jogging, stay fit, eat healthy, have a routine, fitness, religion, wake up and salat, subuh, puasa, follow, 5 pillars of Islam. These are things that have to be set when you guys are small.
So like basically say Muay Thai, even though you didn't push me into Muay Thai, you didn't push any of us into Muay Thai. Let's say I didn't want to fight. Would you still push me?
I would have made you fight.
Mickey always says you pushed him into Muay Thai.
So I would have made you, I don't want to say make you fight, but when you first started, yeah, try it. If you would have hated it, no. Mia didn't fight till she was 12. And then last year she decided she wanted to run, so good for her, let her run. As long as she's doing something to stay fit, now she says she wants to fight again, so okay.
So do you think we're just products of our environment? Mia's just been around fighting for so long, she just wants to fight. And like me, Ilyas, Miki, when we started, we were just around you and Aya. You guys were always teaching us how to fight. Do you think that like a parent's habits onto their kids will shape their future, or?
Definitely, because like my dad, he would always tell us, like every time we had a problem or whatever, like go for a run. 2 miles will solve everything. So I think it's definitely something that's instilled in you from from your parents.
Yeah. Okay, not last question about parenting, but I want to move on to something else. But do you think strict parenting is better for success, or does it just create rebellion?
No. Like, even if you rebel, you'll still come back. You have to be strict, yes. You have to be strict. Definitely.
But
like, go rebel, but it's already stuck in you. Like, we've already put the foundation in you, and then you'll come back. Yeah.
But I don't know. But the way I was raised, you guys were strict. We would always find ways to lie and run away and, do things
you're
behind
doing
your back.
fine now, right?
I know, but
You think we don't know what you were doing?
some things, I'm sure you didn't know what we were doing. I'm sure. But you did the same thing. I'm sure you did the same thing. I'm sure you rebelled to your parents. But like, let's say if in a hypothetical situation, say I was raised like more do whatever you want and like that kind of mindset, you think I would rebel, or you think I would be a bad person?
Why do you need to rebel if you can do whatever you want?
Like, not really do whatever you want, but like not as strict, you know. So you think parents should be strict?
Be strict.
Like how strict?
Like, be strict. Set limits, set boundaries on everything. Be very strict. Because if you have this, like, do whatever you want, I don't think you guys will be, if I was just like, oh, Johan, set your own boundaries and do whatever you want and talk to me however you want to, and you don't need to clean your room if you don't feel like it.
Yeah, that sounds like the life. Shit.
Yeah, like, what would you be now if I was saying that?
Happy. I would be happy.
No, you would be lazy, you would be useless, and you would be like a burden on society. It's not good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Do you think social media is destroying the younger generation or just evolving culture?
Destroying the younger generation.
You don't think
there's too much. There's good sides to social media, but the access, and I think, like, I feel like there's some sort of brain. I was thinking last night, this fast, like, we want an answer now, where before, you know, if people didn't answer the phone, you didn't talk to them. If you had to go to the library, read the encyclopedia to find out about, like, Russia, whatever. And,
so you're saying life is too
more
easy,
patient. We were more patient.
So life is too easy now because of
Not
social
too easy.
media.
I think you lack patience. I think this generation, everything is like chpat chpat, I want now, and I think that's not good for the brain because your brain is this instant satisfaction. I don't think it's good.
At what age do you think kids should be exposed to social media?
That's hard because
Like Elias was a different age, but I was a different age. Mia was a different age. Like, how do you choose that?
that's hard because, like, I didn't restrict your guys' phone. Of course, there was boundaries on what you should be searching, and I would look at your phones when you were smaller, but at the same time, if you're too restrictive, your kids are completely out of touch with what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I'm raising a bunch of, like, morons because they don't know what's happening in the world, but at the same time, if you give too much.
So there needs to be a balance, lah, basically.
Yeah, balance.
Okay, Ma. Should parents be blamed if their child grows up to fail in life? I think yes.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I think, like, everything's written, right? I know people that did everything right, and their kids grow up to have addiction problems, or, like, especially in America, substance abuse is huge. And it's not, you can't, parents try. Sometimes things are just written, and yeah, I don't know. That one is really hard because I see a lot of kids, like, especially like where I come from. I think the class that, like, I graduated with,
Yeah.
at least 50% or more are gone.
Well, why do you think that was? Because
It's not that their parents weren't
environment?
involved. It's not. I don't know. I think about this a lot. I think it's coming from a rural environment. They see this a lot in,
So
like,
the environment,
like Isan,
so the kids
northern-
so the parents should have moved away.
Well, you can't. That's easy to say, but how? When your job is there, your work is there, your family is there. Like me, my grandparents were there. We had everything. My parents' work was there.
Why did you turn out the way you were?
I think because I'm here.
Oh, so Aya saved you basically.
Maybe Muay Thai saved me, actually. I think Muay Thai saved me. Seriously.
Aya didn't save you?
No, I think it was Muay Thai. Seriously, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are men naturally better leaders than women? Or is that just tradition?
So in the house, who raised you most of the time.
Of course, raising children is
In our house, who was okay?
Raising children is a whole different conversation.
Like in terms of like keeping the family going
No,
all
not in
day
the family,
long.
like in
no,
general.
just answer who was leading all of that.
Of course, you, because you're the mother. Yeah, but like in general, you know, like say let's run a business. You think a man is more capable than a woman? Than most women in general.
I think in general, most businesses that run really well, that have a man as a boss, there's a woman behind it who's running everything. Okay, the man, you see him there, like,
so.
there's...
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
No, I don't think in general, but maybe like one or two out of 100.
So, definitely. I
Sure?
look at my own family, like my parents are... Wait. My parents took over my grandparents' business, which has been running since 1956, right? This business has been running. 1956, the backbone of that business was my grandmother. Now the backbone of that business is my mother. Okay, you might see my dad, you saw my grandfather, you see my brother, but the backbone is your grandmother and your mother that are running that business. And anyone
I
will
know,
tell
but
you that.
you have to understand, our family is an exception.
Renta, Dolphina and I, we work our asses off here every day. Maybe you see Aya, maybe they see you, maybe they see everybody else, but the backbone of Renta is Dolphina and myself.
Yes, but we are exceptions. I'm saying in general. Say the women you meet.
That's
the
in
women
general.
you are friends with.
Kelantan is held on the backs of Kelantanese women.
How do you know that?
Ask anybody who's there.
I don't think Kelantan men will agree with that.
They have to agree because the women are holding that economy. I feel that. I see that. And back to this. Okay, so people will say like, Malaysian women are oppressed. Thai women are oppressed. Oh, like the oppression level. That's bullshit because these women are bosses and they're running the economies. They are.
Ma, you shouldn't swear. People on Instagram will get mad.
Well, this fires me up because I hear it all the time. Like, kasihan the Malaysian women, they're being oppressed. That's not... Malaysian women are strong. Asian women are strong. Like, what you see on the outside and what's actually happening is not true.
Should women be expected to sacrifice their careers for family?
If a woman wants a family, you're going to definitely have to sacrifice parts of your career. If you don't want a family, then you can just have your career.
It's their choice.
Definitely, it's a woman's choice.
Okay. Is it ever okay to put your dreams above your children's needs?
No.
It's not okay?
No.
So the second you choose to have children,
that's for
they're
a
your
man
priority.
and a woman. If your dreams are going to have a negative impact on your children, then definitely not.
So you think the second you have children, they have to be your priority 100%?
100%. That comes back to, if your children grow up to be failures, are you to be blamed? Not if you gave 100% to raising them the best way that you could, and you did everything to make sure that your choices didn't affect them. Like you never chose anything over your children, then I think the parent cannot be blamed.
Okay. Okay, so like, okay, because most of like our target audience won't understand this anyways. So like
I don't even know who our target, it's probably just us that's gonna watch it, like 3 of us.
This is fine. So I want to clip farm a bit. So talk about
what
Ilyas.
Does that mean?
Talk about
clip
me,
farm?
talk about Mickey. Do you think that, talk about your kids, you know, what do you think about them? Like Ilyas, you know, what, yeah.
Ilyas.
You seem disappointed.
No, I really, Ilyas. So Ilyas, what do I want to talk about him? Everybody sees you guys all the time. They already have like perceptions.
No, like from kids. Is he the same person that he is since he was a child, or did he like change when he got bigger? No, so he's been the same.
He's the same person. He's always been. Ilyas is
more of the calm type, huh?
He's very calm. He's caring. Ilyas is caring. He took care of you. Like, you better not forget, Ilyas carried your diaper bag, changed diapers. He took care of all of you. Ilyas, without him, I would have never slept. So, like, yeah, and then that comes back. So, like, one time I had someone tell me I was a bad mother because, and it was actually an Asian, said I was a bad mother because you guys raised each other. I forced you guys to raise each other. You carried Mia, Elias carried Mickey. Everyone swapped each other. Everyone took care of each other, and that really bothered me. And I questioned myself a lot. Like, I remember I told Aya, this person said I'm a bad mother because you guys raise each other. And he was like, then how else are we going to survive? Yeah. And that person had maids and had help. We didn't have it. But looking back now, thank God you took care of each other.
Did you get that a lot when you were raising us? Because a lot of people don't know we were raised in Kajang. Kajang is like one of the most Malay-dominated.
So like most Malays were living like we lived, but then you would like go out and there was like some families that still had maids or still like it's fine if you have. There's not everyone. Like Auntie Lisa took care of her. Can we cut all this?
Yeah. No. Like did you? When you were raising us, did you have people telling you what to do or telling you how to raise us and this and that?
Oh my God, like don't let them play in the rain, hujan panas nanti demam, apa lagi, like aduh, banyak, everything was wrong. Everything I did was wrong. When I was pregnant, everything I did was wrong. When I trained Muay Thai before I got pregnant, my womb was gonna fall out. After I gave birth, I didn't wear socks, my womb was gonna fall out. When you guys were born, if I didn't put mittens on you, we were gonna like gouge your eyeballs out. What else? Oh, I didn't like wrap you up. I let you lay in your diaper. That was wrong.
Then how did you know to just keep doing what you're doing? Or did you just not care?
Because that's how I was raised. Like I let you feed yourself. There was food everywhere, and then I'd clean it up. That was wrong. I never chased you around to feed you. That really bothered people. Like I would sit you at the table. I would give you your food. If you ate, you ate. If you didn't eat, you didn't eat. We wait till the next meal. I never chased you to swap you.
What if we starve to death?
You wouldn't need to starve, you'll eat. Any kid's gonna eat when they get hungry.
So you shouldn't chase your kids. Okay, then that leads to another question. Do you think raising obese children is bad? Or do you think
Obese.
Like,
there's a
really
line.
Obese.
You were super chubby and you
I
were
wasn't like super chubby. I was fine.
He was so fat when he was like 1 year old. I went to the shop and this Chinese auntie told me to stop feeding him because he had all, like the rolls and she was afraid he was gonna burst.
No, I'm talking like
15,
15,
would burst
like
we're
14,
so
15, 16-year-olds. Not
I
like
think like 16-year-old is responsible for themselves. But I think that obese, yes, as parents, it's abuse if we allow our children to become obese. But at the same time, parenting is hard, so I don't want to like judge anybody or like one person's parent can be obese, one person's child can be obese, somebody else's child can have something that you can't see on the outside.
I don't know, what if they don't have anything that you can see, if they're just normal kids? So basically what you're saying is every parent who is allowing their child to become obese should be put in jail.
I never said everyone should go to jail.
So it's bad.
From my own personal experience, Johan was overweight as a child.
I wasn't overweight. I was like on the line.
He was overweight as a child. He was over the line.
Man,
you were over the line.
Okay, till like 10.
Yes. And
I
at the
couldn't
same
help
time,
it. You guys were feeding me.
I made you exercise. And he would say exercise is for stupid people. And he would get mad. And he would take Mickey out of the stroller. And he would sit in it. And he was lazy. And we called him like Grandpa Johan because he would sit on the sofa with his food. But I made you exercise. I forced you. You told us one time you hated us. I remember you telling Aya you hated him because he made you run. But we forced you to run and we forced you to exercise. You could eat whatever you wanted, but you had to exercise.
Do you think I'm a different person after everything that's happened recently?
No.
Not recently, but
No.
I have more money, I have more influence, I'm more famous.
He was born an asshole, he's always been an asshole, and he's
still an asshole. But you can't be saying that because all these...
It's true. I mean, I love you. But you've always been a difficult person.
Difficult person?
Yeah, difficult. Like, you've always known what you want, and you've always
So basically, I'm like
been
a
driven.
mirror reflection of you.
No, I'm a good person.
No, that's what you did. You were wrong. You can replay the video. You're saying you never listened. You did what you wanted.
Yeah, but my mouth was not as big as yours. I just did what I
So
wanted
I'm
to do.
an amplification of you.
Super amplification because, yeah, like my mother says, Johan has a mouth on him. Yeah. And she's not happy about your current exploits on social media. So people say like Johan is kurang ajar sebab mak saleh. This one, sebab mak saleh memang kurang ajar. That one is the thing that gets me. And my mom's calling me every day. Did you hear what Johan said on social media? You tell him to clean up his mouth. You tell him. My friends called me and he said the F word on whatever. So it's not because your ma is mak saleh that you're kurang ajar. You're just kurang ajar.
No, but who am I supposed to blame it on? It's not like it has to come from somewhere.
Ayah?
I don't think I never speak. So like
Sebab bapak Melayu.
mana
kurang
ada
ajar.
Melayu lah paling banyak adab mah. You don't know.
Paling ada. Mak
Melayu.
saleh pun tak ada adab. Langsung.
Okay, Ma, these are the last few questions. What is the difference? You're the only one who can say this because you lived in US for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
You lived in Malaysia for 25, almost 30 years. Right? So you're basically more Malay than you are white. Kind of.
No, I think I'm more white after I've been here.
Why?
Because you know this term, masuk Melayu?
Oh, masuk Melayu.
Masuk Melayu. So everybody, bila you
Bodoh.
masuk Melayu? When do you masuk Melayu? Like, what did I never masuk Melayu. I masuk Islam. I became a Muslim, which is completely separate from being a Malay. And I think the longer I've been here, the more white I've become.
Okay, so
I'm okay to be white. I'm fine with it. I don't need to be Malay.
you've experienced both cultures, both races, Malay, white, all these people. What is the differences in mindsets between white people and Malay people, or is it not a race thing? Are they all the
People
same?
are the same everywhere. You have good people, you have bad people, you have selfish people, you have people that give, you have people that care, you have people that don't care. People are basically the same everywhere.
So there's really no use to be racist. The people are basically the same.
People are the same.
Yeah.
Good people, bad people.
But from what I can see,
Why are we trying to make this a racial
no, I'm not making it
podcast?
because I'm Malay, I'm white. I can talk about both, and you know. But from what I can see, the mindset that I get from I would say more white people or you is a stronger mindset than what I would get from not from Ayah but from other.
Okay, so
Malay
this is
parts.
because we say what we feel. It's like
Yeah.
that term wear your heart on your
So
sleeve.
see, that's why I'm kurang ajar to the Malay people because I say what I feel.
I think that's true somewhat. Yeah, people feel like it's kurang ajar, but it's actually just saying what you feel, where like Southeast Asian culture is more, and there's good to both sides. Sometimes you don't need to say everything. Sometimes Westerners are a little bit too in your face, but
Okay,
there's
so-
good to both sides. Like sometimes to be more, like you don't need to say everything.
Okay, so let's say if you could tell my white side, if you could give my white side some advice, and you could give the Malay side some advice, what would you give?
To you, or are we talking about white people in
No,
general
like
or Malay
you're
people in
talking
general?
about me, but I have two sides. I have my white side and my Malay side. So what advice would you give to both sides? Like you said, the white side is more direct, more kind of kurang
You
ajar,
need to be filtered.
more filtered.
Filter yourself because you're living in a culture that's not ready for
But I
you to
think
come
I'm
at
very
him like
filtered,
that.
actually.
No, filter yourself.
Okay.
Be more conscious of people's feelings. On the other hand,
But
okay, to your Malaysian side, be more, which I think my kids are, but be more compassionate towards people as a whole. Like there's a whole world out there, and sometimes you're not always right. Be more
Okay.
compassionate to all cultures as a whole. Be more well-rounded.
okay.
Yeah, and to your white side, be more filtered and also be more conscious of the culture that you're living in.
So which do you think is better?
I think it's better just to be more, to be exposed. Be exposed to everything, yeah. If you're living a sheltered life, obviously you're not exposed, and then you become more closed-minded.
No, like from your personal experience,
There's
you're
no way better.
you're a very direct person. Anybody will back me up when I say this. I have teachers who are scared of you. I was scared to bring you to school for parent-teacher conferences because I knew you were gonna flip out and like scream at someone.
I never screamed at your teachers, ever. I like your teachers.
No, that's a lie.
No, I
You know,
never,
My
ever.
teachers will be watching this.
Never. All the teachers know. I've never. What are you talking about?
No, like they were scared of you because you were white and you were very direct.
No, I was not like that with the teachers. Anyways, go ahead.
No, so which do you think is better? You think you should be more direct to people? You think if someone's acting a certain way, you should tell them stop acting that way, or
If
you
it's
should,
my business, I don't think I should like go up to the guy over there
no,
like,
but
yeah,
like your friend or
I
your
don't
family.
need to be like sabo in people's business.
Because you know how like Malay tradition, you know, they always cakap belakang, and they're rarely very
okay,
direct.
there's people like that everywhere in the world that talk behind your back. But in anywhere you are in the world, it's better to be direct, straightforward, and just tell people how you feel about them, and it clears up a lot of miscommunication and misconceptions.
But what if people don't like you?
Well, then don't like me, but at least I told you how I feel to your face instead of going around behind your back talking about you.
Okay, so basically say your mind and fuck what people think.
It depends on who those people
That's
are.
what you said.
I mean, just be direct, be straightforward. Yeah, life is easier like that. And it's instead of having people try to read your mind, like this whole thing, and it's not a Malaysian thing, it's not anywhere. It's this whole like you should know how I'm feeling. Nobody knows how you're feeling.
So basically, women.
Not women, men too. No,
That's how
men.
That's how
Okay.
women act.
No, men are
They
the
act
same.
like that all the
This
time.
whole like you should know like, oh, and men like, oh, you should know you're lying because you're a woman. Like, what the hell? I'm gonna say if it's right or wrong, whether you're a man, woman, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, like I can't read your mind, and if I feel like something's off, I'm gonna say it, and it's not to hurt your feelings. It's just because it needs to be said.
Okay, my last question. What's the hardest part about our family's life that you think has changed since we're more famous, more well-known, we have more responsibilities, we have social media trolls all the time, like telling us what to do, how to do it, and yeah, what do you think is the hardest part?
I could do like a whole podcast on this. It's hard. It's really hard, to be honest. Yeah.
What do you think is the hardest part? No, there has to be a few. Is it like being known when you go out, or is it the social media trolls?
No, like I truly appreciate all the fans, and like people ask for pictures and stuff. I don't mind. Like that one is like. That one is really like appreciated, and I'm grateful to everyone that supports us. And
Why are you crying? What happened?
because sometimes like we go out and people come up and they say, oh, like I support Jojo or I support Mickey, and like I really feel that. I feel it, and I'm really grateful. And
So these are happy cries, not a sad cry.
yeah, these are happy because sometimes I feel like, why would you even care about my family? Like, we do Muay Thai. What is Muay Thai? Like, it's nothing. It's just a sport, and it's basically nothing. There's people all over the world that are doing, like, huge things with their lives, and they're, like, making difference. They're, like, trying to get the flotilla to Gaza, or they're, you know, like, fighting for big causes, and we're doing Muay Thai, and we get all this fanfare. Like, why? I appreciate it. I'm like
Why?
humble because people care about us, but sometimes I think like, we're not doing anything. We're just doing Muay Thai.
Ma, sometimes you forget how great your son is.
Cool.
Me!
Elias?
You forget the impact I have on the younger generation. Of course, the only thing people see is the bad words I say on social media, but I'm an inspiration.
So here I am, like, really being, like, honest about how I feel, and here he is, like,
No, I'm being honest too. And as you guys can see, my mother is a very humble person, down to earth person. But at the same time, we have to give credits to ourselves too. You have been through a lot. I've been through a lot. We've all
Actually, I haven't really been through a lot. My life's been very, very easy, and so has yours.
And that's the mindset you have to have.
We've had very good lives. We have banyak rezeki, and
yes, we have banyak rezeki.
yes, and I can never say that my life's been hard or difficult. Of course, everybody has things that happen to them but a lot of that is on ourselves.
Yes.
A lot of the stuff that happens to us is because of decisions that we made, our choices, or even like coming back to thinking like trying to read people's minds and thinking things that aren't real and things like that. So my life's been very good and I can never complain, but I still feel like the amount of attention that we get and the amount of support that we get and the publicity that we get, while I'm very, very grateful for it, I'm still perplexed because, like I said, there's people out there doing big, big stuff, and I feel like we're not at that level.
See, that's the mindset we have to have. You know, no matter how successful we are, no matter how great we become, we always be grateful. We always say it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we always be grateful. We have banyak rezeki, alhamdulillah.
And we have to give back.
We always give back. I always give back. Yes. You always give back. We don't have to show that on social media, do we?
No,
sometimes I do, but I don't.
But we have to give back.
No, I'm not. Yeah, we don't have to say that, but we do. You know, as long as we have rezeki from Allah, we always give back. So no matter how high we go, we're always grateful. We're always humble, and of course, I sometimes I talk a certain way to get more views because I'm an excellent marketing genius. So people will hate me regardless. Even on this video, man, people will say, "Look, Jojo, you should be more like your mother. Your mother's such a humble person." You know, and yeah, it is what it is. So people don't know us personally, ma. So
well, now they do.
They know you a little bit more, but there's a lot more to our story. Okay, so yeah, this is our very first podcast. Thank you to everyone, and please, you know, comment hate comments in the comment section so we get more engagement.
No,
Let's go.
Hate comments.
Huh?
We're putting out positivity into the world. This is the American side. We're positive.
Nah, Americans are the worst. Okay, bye.
Bye.